Hello guys, it's the Lego Link here. Welcome back to another video. In today's Lego review, we're taking a look at set 21113, The Cave from Lego Minecraft. This set released in 2014 and has 249 pieces, 2 minifigures plus a figure build for another mob. And yeah, it was released with some of the first ever playset Minecraft Lego sets. As I said earlier, it was in 2015 that released, so 2014 when it released, which was when the theme started to get the minifig version instead of the micro scale ones. And it was only $20, and it's a pretty cheap set to get on the aftermarket if you want. And of course, judging by the name, it depicts a cave, but we'll go more detail into that in a bit. Here's the instructions. You can see the box art there for the set, and inside is the same if you saw the last review, similar thing. And then at the back here, it shows you how you can rebuild it, so it tells you what to take apart, and then there's some instructions and stuff for how to rebuild it. I'm not going to be doing the rebuilt version or whatever. And then there's some ads for other sets and stuff of the wave. Hopefully we'll take a look at more of these in the future. Same sets there. But yeah, let's move on to the figures. So this set of course includes Steve, and he's pretty much the same exact figure as the last set, the dungeon, that I just recently reviewed. So check that out if you haven't already. And it's a pretty basic figure with some basic pixel printing for the torso, iron pickaxe, which has this lovely pickaxe mold still used today, and it looks great. And of course the blocky head with the iconic Steve face. Great to include him in the set, but feels, these older sets were really redundant with the amount of Steves they included. The set also includes a zombie, which is a typical mob you would find in the cave, and he's another basic figure. Same sort of torso as Steve with the couple printing for the skin underneath, and then the head has some basic eye and nose printing for the look of the zombie. And besides that, there's not much else. We also get a spider in this set, which is more of a brick built thing than an actual figure, and it's a pretty nice design. So of course we have the back here for the abdomen or whatever it's called, and each side has these 2 bars coming out, and it allows these pairs of legs to clip on, and they kind of hinge down, and then the outside ones can move out to create that angled shape of the legs and all of the 8 legs of the spider. And of course we have this printed head of the spider, which is a kind of unique mold. I think it's the same as the sheep and stuff, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really love the red on it, and there's even a space here in between where you could put Steve or another mob kind of riding it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's just overall a great model for the spider mob. So this set shows a cave on one side and the overworld on the other with the more grassy areas. So we'll start over here with the grassy part. So we have a lot of these grass blocks with these nice bright green tiles and some brown blocks to show it's more of an outside area. I think it's trying to represent entrance into a cave. And then we actually have a few ores over here, and they all are removable because they're all on tiles and stuff, and those grass blocks can be removed. So we have iron here with tan, coal here, and they're pretty standard design, alternating ore or alternating studs and 1x1 pieces, and they change the color based on the thing. We also have another coal here because of course coal is a really common ore in the game. And we also get this TNT piece here. I really love the printing for the TNT that they've used, but this is a very common block that appears in a lot of sets. And then of course I guess it's here because Steve might be blowing up this, and you can kind of pretend to blow it up by taking those blocks off or whatever. So we also have a torch here leading into the cave, and then there's kind of gray blocks of course for stone. And then if we move down a bit, we can see we have a water pool here along with a lava pool, 2 black blocks here, which I guess are supposed to represent obsidian. I am missing a bucket for the set, but you can change the bucket to lava or water. I guess you can pretend to pick it up or make obsidian or stuff like that. But yeah, the lava continues here with this nice little lava waterfall design with some slope pieces, and then the alternating translucent orange and regular orange for the actual fall. I just don't like how it kind of cuts off here. I guess it's meant for you to connect to other sets of lava and stuff, but it just looks a bit weird on its own. And we do have a gold ore here, same design but with the gold pieces where the next to the lava. And in the back of this area here where it has like an overhead thing, we have a bunch of blocks that can be removed. So all these blocks back here can be basically taken out, removed from as tiles, and then as you can see, there's just all these blocks can be removed, taken apart. Most of them are just like gray blocks, which are supposed to represent stone, I guess. And then we also have a gold ore mixed in between to show some ore stuck in some blocks there. And then we also have some redstone here, same design again as the other ores, but with translucent red. It's pretty cool that they have 4 types of ores in the set. Could have included a diamond, but I mean, oh well. It's kind of like a more just opening cave towards the surface. But yeah, that's pretty much all that back there, so you can pretend to mine out, take blocks away and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then we have this brown ladder piece for a ladder, I guess. Doesn't really fit the theme of Minecraft much. It kind of feels a bit out of place since it's not really blocky or anything. But yeah, I guess it works. And then up top, we have this area for a chest and stuff, and it actually can be removed. As you can see, there's tiles there, jumper plates, easily remove this section. There's not much going on up here though. We have another torch, and then a chest with a loaf of bread in it. I guess Steve just placed the chest to store some food or something, I don't know. But that's what that part is. And with that, that's the entirety of the set. Overall, this is a pretty neat set for back in 2014. It just doesn't feel too interesting to me though. There's not really much going on, just a bunch of ores and removable blocks and stuff, which I guess is cool. And then the figures are a bit uninteresting. I do like the spider though, but he's appeared in a few other sets, so at this point all these figures are really common, and then the rest is it. There's not much going on. So I probably only give this like a 6 out of 10. Again, not much going on, but if you're trying to collect all the Minecraft sets, then you'll have to get this one. But I'd put it low on my priority list if I was collecting the sets. And it's also really cheap, so you can always just kind of bet on it not getting that expensive and just waiting for last to get it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll be doing more Minecraft reviews. This is the second one on the channel, so check out the first one. And hopefully we'll have some more exciting sets besides these 2 cave-based ones that I've done so far. So yeah, suggest what ones you want to see next in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye!